What's up, guys? So today is a different kind of video. So 1 year ago from today marks 1 year, December 22nd, 2018, my mom went to heaven. So I wanted to talk about, how I've dealt with, the passing and everything from a Christian point of view. If you don't believe the same way I do, you have a choice to believe how you choose. I'm not forcing any beliefs on anyone. But anyways, 1 year ago, it wasn't expected. It wasn't just something like, she was in the hospital or anything like that. She was sick, and there were some things going on, but we didn't realize it was her time, and didn't realize it was going to be her time. And she passed at home, in front of us, cardiac arrest type thing. And for some people think that would really affect, and some people, it depends on the person, it can really affect someone. But for me, it just kind of puts things in perspective. It allows me to be able to sympathize and understand when people have seen other members of their family that have gone through that. And the purpose of this video is just to give my perspective, and maybe it can help someone out that has, the holidays can be a sad time for some people. But also for me, some people think, what? There are blessings in events like this. It caused me and a few others really to step up. I wasn't in a good place spiritually, emotionally, anything at the time, not before she had passed. When she passed, I realized, because she had rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, and I realized, she's no longer suffering. Because actually it was a few weeks before she'd passed. Well, hold on, let me backtrack. I know I'm kind of all over the place with this. Apologize for that. But I was starting to get back to where I need to, spiritually, starting to get back to prayer life and everything, and she was really helping me with that. And anyways, and I talked to her, and I was telling her that I was, praying that she be healed from arthritis. And she said that she wouldn't know how it felt like to not be in pain. Now that was a hard thing to hear, but that night, I promise you, she did. She knew what it felt like. When she passed, it was, a feeling like no other for her. I can't really imagine, because I'm not there yet. But it's also something is that, tomorrow is never promised, no matter what you say. Now, if you're skinny, curvy, whatever it may be, healthy, unhealthy, whatever, tomorrow's never promised for anyone. So, and that really, I knew that, and I knew what could, happen. The thoughts had run through my head before, but that really makes you not, once something like that happens, it makes you appreciate what you have, and it makes you really, it puts things in perspective for you, if you need, because I needed to be shaken somehow. And spiritually as well, because that was my lowest point. It was a bit before that. Maybe sometime I'll talk about that. But yeah, for me, it wasn't, the first week was just different. It was just probably the most awkward thing ever. And family members that I've been so close to, one was like a second, dad and other things like that, had passed before. But this, me and Mom, we were so close, and it was just awkward, like I knew, and I had the closure, because I know I'm going to get to see her again. I'm saved, she was saved, and everything. And I hope and pray that everyone does have closure. And if you don't, I'm praying for you. And if you don't have closure, or you do not believe the same way I do, then you can just try to think of the good times, and maybe even sometimes that weren't great, but they're better than what you may be going through at that point. So give people that. For me, I have thought about stuff, but again, a lot of it was being busy and focused on other things too. Staying busy is another thing that does help people, but a lot of times it's that at night or something like that that really affects them. But anyways, back to the first week. Like I said, that was just different. But after the first month, it had seemed so long before. And if you've never gone through any kind of passing of any sorts, or dealt with the passing of anyone that you're really close to, then you won't really know what I'm talking about. But a lot of times it's like that first month, man, it's it's like, man, I thought that was a couple years ago. You know, that's how it feels. But staying busy, you know, just thinking about the good times and looking through old pictures and stuff like that might be able to help people. But again, I'm praying for anyone that's ever gone through that and that is currently going through that, because I know the holidays can be tough for some people. But I just want to give my perspective, and you know, things have changed and things are completely different from what they were now. You know, from back then to now in 1 year has made a huge difference. You know, it really has, and I'm a really different person. I'm still growing in the ways I need to, still some things I need to do, but again, I just wanted to make this, you know, for those that may be struggling, you know, with something. So and if anyone ever needs to talk about anything, or you know, just vent, whatever it may be, you know, just comment on here. I try to reply to every single comment, just or talk to someone you're comfortable with. You know, you're not alone. Just know that you're never alone. When you feel alone, you're not. You know, people have been through stuff, and that's why I feel like I should make this. But I know exactly where she's at. She's in a much better place than all of us, and I'm gonna see her again sooner or later, whenever my time comes. And yeah, I mean, I honestly thank God for that, and I thank God for the time that I had, you know, with her. And that's, you know, that's what you can do. Just appreciate the time you have, and you know, make the best of the time that you have. So try to live in the day and do everything you need to do. Sure, I'm a procrastinator. I put things off, but I realize, you know, I do now realize really that, okay, yeah, tomorrow may not even come for me, but you know, I still put things off, and I need to try to get better at that. But anyways, hopefully you can understand me. Sometimes I mumble. There we go. That's the word. But yeah, guys, just stay blessed. You need anything, you know, just to talk out, anything that I can help with. Hopefully I filmed correctly. Hopefully I got the right angles up. But anyways, guys, love you guys. Stay blessed, and Merry Christmas.